absolutely right. Great radio stations across the land. iHeartRadio, Newsmax TV, JoePags.com. Glad to have you here at the Joe Pags Show for a Friday. Now, give me some strings. That's right. Horn section, please. Hey, that was... Carrie, what's going on?
No,
Stop it. What is?
No.
We're just starting the show. What day is it anyway? Where's Bob Guthrie? Let's go.
Friday.
Oh, yeah. Thank God it's...
Thank God it is Friday.
Yes, it is.
Friday.
Uh-huh. Thank God it's...
Thank God it is Friday.
And what we do, we make it a free speech Friday around these here parts. Ah, freedom. Uh-huh. Say what? Bring it now. Here's what we do. 1-800-383-9624. JoePags.com for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email. It's all right there. Whatever's on your mind is going to be fair game. We've talked about a lot of things this week. According to some callers, we've only talked about the people who are kneeling or sitting during the national anthem. That's actually not true. We've actually talked about a little bit more than that. And I do have an update on that. More idiots didn't stand for the national anthem. They've shown that they either are ignorant or they're racist, and they didn't stand for the national anthem. I think they think they're making a deep, poignant point on not standing up and about the national anthem, about with the flag that symbolizes our freedoms, our liberties, and our Constitution and our way of life. But they're not. So, Carrie, I'm not going to give you any specific stories. Mm-hmm. Just suffice it to say, more idiots didn't stand for the national anthem. More idiots didn't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mm-hmm. They think they're right. They're not. And they think they're making a point. They're not. They think that they're getting something done and achieving some sort of a bit of progress toward, I don't know, stopping oppression or something, and they're not. So suffice it to say, that's it. They think they're doing something that's meaningful, and they're really not. They're just annoying everybody now. So we've got that for you, which is always nice. Bottom of this hour, we will have from the Heidi Search Center a couple of people who are missing. Hopefully, we can help in the search for them and reuniting them with their families. Last week, I think we outlined 3 people, and 2 were found almost immediately. So we appreciate your help, and we'll get the word out again. I would be remiss if I didn't go here though immediately. Do you watch America's Got Talent?
I do not.
America's Got Talent, AGT, as those of us who watch it know it as AGT. Anyway, or EGT.
I think it's probably.
I think you would pronounce it. I think it's an acronym. I think you pronounce it. It's EGT.
No.
So watching AGT, America's Got Talent, this year Simon Cowell came in, and Howard Stern was the other judge. Before him it was Piers Morgan, the idiot. But Simon Cowell came in, and he wasn't the usual mean Simon Cowell. They were awfully nice this year, be honest with you. Mm-hmm. But was watching America's Got Talent last night. I watched it on DVR. I think the finale was actually 2 nights ago, but I watched it last night. And oh yes, I ruined it for myself by going to news sites and news sources as I was researching the program yesterday. So I found out
about that yesterday. Yeah.
What, that everybody found out and they didn't want to?
Well, no, about the winner, and not everybody was happy with the winner.
I got to be honest with you. I don't care. I don't really care who wins. I mean, I had favorites, and she wasn't one of my favorites, but that's okay. I mean, I'm fine with it. But I spoiled it for myself because I found, as I'm doing research for the show, because the people, they need the show to be as great as it is. And then I've got to overcompensate for some other parts on the show. What
are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What other parts?
I'm just saying sometimes, I mean, you've got the host who's really bringing it, and then you've got some detractors. And what I like to do is I like to bring it back up.
Who are you talking about?
Well,
I know it can't be me.
Oh, absolutely not. I never said your name. Did I say your name?
No, but I know you're talking.
A little self-conscious, are you? Well, maybe raise your game. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, wow.
So, all right. So, I watched the show, and Nick Cannon walks out wearing this thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was waiting for him to say, because of breast cancer research, or my grandma died, and this was her favorite hat or something. I can't describe it any better than to say it was a bejeweled turban of some sort.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw a picture of it.
And it was something that I believe a woman would wear. Now, I know that we gender bend now, and nobody cares about DNA and chromosomes, and man, isn't really man, and woman isn't really woman, and anybody's whatever they want to be. As a matter of fact, today, I am a female leopard.
Oh, really?
Try me on that. I've got my rights, and I can be a female leopard if I want to be.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Later on, I might be a male elephant. You never know. It's
The show could be
I
interesting
have the
later on.
right to be anything I think that I want to be because I think I am. So Nick Cannon's wearing this thing on his head, and I was waiting for the punchline, and it never came.
There was no punchline, yeah.
And Chris, who was our director in New York, he actually writes, he says, the Nick Cannon turban looks like Madeline Kahn's from Young Frankenstein. I agree. Did he get
Wow,
that from
it
the prop
does.
closet?
I don't know.
So now you don't
Not
watch
sure
the
what he
show,
was
right?
going
Have you
with.
now
No,
seen it?
But I have seen a picture of
Can
that.
you
'cause
explain
people
it?
were talking about it. Well, it's you're right. It's like a turban with a big diamond in the middle of it, I guess.
And I was just waiting for
Something
him to
like
say, because, this 7-year-old girl is fighting leukemia, which is nothing funny. I mean, that happens, and people do special things. The NFL, the whole month of October, going to wear pink stuff to bring about, recognition and let people know that breast cancer is an issue. We need to fight it and work what we can to get rid of it. So I was waiting for him to say, I did this for this reason.
I don't think you got it, did you?
And I thought to myself, what if? I mean, I was going to go to the 40s and 50s, something like that, but I'm not going to go to the 40s and 50s. Because people go, oh, that's because there was a racist country back then. That's what you'll hear. So let's go to the 70s and 80s, after the Civil Rights Act, after Martin Luther King Jr. and his dream, and after we started realizing that we had a lot of work to do to bring about positive change between the races and ethnicities and genders and everything. Let's get to a place to where that was actually happening. Can you imagine, even in the drug-riddled 60s and even in the 70s, where people were wearing really dumb clothing and cars weren't very cool anymore? Can you imagine them turning on the TV and a dude walks out wearing that? Can you imagine what their reaction would be?
No, I can imagine what.
What
it
would your
be, yeah.
grandparents say? What would you know what I mean? I mean, I
They
don't.
would change the channel.
I don't
They wouldn't
understand.
it. Wouldn't know what was going on.
And not that anybody
Crazy
asked me,
talk.
but there was a guy on AGT that sang a Michael Jackson song, "Man in the Mirror," but he made it all in minor key. I hated it. I hate it. Can we please stop screwing up great songs? That's a great
That'd be
song.
nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Can we just stop screwing up
it's
great
okay.
songs?
Yeah.
So, if anybody has a clue as to what that was, because you know me, I'll walk out and I'll jump on the Twitter, I'll jump on the Facebook, and I will say what I think is going on. And then people say, well, you realize that his mom just died and that was her favorite thing. So I didn't want to do that.
Oh, I got you.
It's been a couple of days, and I was waiting for the big story, for the other shoe to
I don't
drop to
think there
tell
was.
me
Yeah.
what it was that Nick Cannon was doing.
It's a fashion statement.
Okay, well, first of all, it was a
Fabulous.
statement. Let's not put the word fashion with it. That, I think, is an
Was it?
insult to the word fashion to put it next to statement.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, if anybody has any clue what he thought he was doing, and better question might be, if that were an attempt at a fashion, I apologize, statement, is there any man who's watching or listening who thinks that they would now say, yeah, I think I'm going to go wear one of those?
Oh, wow.
Carrie, you dare me to go get one? I'll walk around. I will
I
go
would
work
dare
out
you.
tomorrow, and I'll wear that
Oh,
at
I
the
think
gym.
you should. Yes, I would love to see a video of that. Please do that.
Now, Dancing with the
love it.
Stars, did they already kick some people off?
I don't think so. I think that's starting next week.
So you don't know?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they didn't kick anybody off.
I thought what they
just
do
said
is
it first night.
they dance around like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
And, okay, Michelle, my producer in New York, says that there's now a Twitter account for Nick Cannon's turban.
Is there really?
Come on. And probably,
That's
and the
awesome.
sad part is it probably has more followers. Michelle, just
Than you do.
just tell me
I
what
know.
the at is. What is the Twitter page for that? We'll put it out there. Again, I need to know if men will now wear this. Now, I thought the Dance with the Stars is they walk out and they
Yeah.
do some dancing,
They get
and then somebody gets
judged.
kicked off the next day. That doesn't happen?
Well, I don't
Have to
think
wait a whole
I don't
week?
think they do it 2 days in a row anymore. Usually, I think it's just 1 day a week now. So you have to wait until Monday to find
You
out.
think the governor's out? You think Rick Perry's
Governor
gone?
Perry is. I
think
think
he's
Governor
gone?
Perry's gone.
Think he's done?
I do. He's done. I think so.
I'm Rick Perry. I'm the governor of the great. Oops. I'm not the governor of the great. I used to be.
Former governor.
That was actually pretty good. The 1-800-383-9624 if you know something about this hat that a guy was wearing. We also have, and this is early, and I don't. You have to remember, I'm not drunk yet, but Ruth has already called in. So.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know how fantastic that is, because now if I don't take her
It's
right away,
going to be.
why don't you take me right away, Joe? Why do you hate me? Say she really
And
gave me
she
this
talked
guilt
about
trip
the
last
beats.
time. I don't know about all that, Ruth. You know what somebody actually suggested to me? They
What?
suggested that I get a family picture together with AJ, Ruth, Gerald, Furniture Mike, the people who call in all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
They
you
suggested that we do that.
should.
Well, I mean, I would. I just don't like people.
That'd be
So, I
great.
mean, I don't know that I want to be
come on
around
now.
as
you
many.
You like those people. How
The
can you not like those?
The FBI director, James Comey, has a warning about your computer, and I'll have that for you as we continue. Also, a 13-year-old was shot and killed. What was this, in Ohio?
Yes.
13-year-old shot and killed. Turned out he had a BB or a pellet gun. We're going to talk about that and what the mayor of that city had to say about what the real problem is. That plus the bottom of the hour, again, we will highlight a couple of people who are missing, whose families are looking for them, and as I continue my commitment to make sure we get the word out there. And if you know what the hell Nick Cannon was wearing or why, I definitely want to hear from you. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. Stay here.